Hey everybody, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for joining me on my latest I Am Gaming podcast episode. This is a podcast about video game industry, entrepreneurship, gaming nostalgia, Fortnite Creative, deep links, and many other things I find to be in the same realm of business and creative ventures. Like always, first and foremost, a huge thanks goes to my Patreon supporters. Without your continuous and generous monthly donations, I would not be able to continue making this venture, this podcast, and it really means a lot to me that you're all here and continue to support my efforts. So thanks a lot to all of you. Again, I really appreciate each and every one of you. This is episode 271 and it's all about the feature of Fortnite or Fortnite user-generated content ecosystem, UGC content or user-generated Fortnite content that is, in my view, really important, and it's not used as much as it should be, and it should be used a lot, which are deep links or shareable links for Fortnite Creative Islands. So what does this mean? This means if you're a creator in Fortnite, you no longer have to share your island codes that people then can have to copy paste into their launcher, find your island. Instead, you can allow for direct links or URL sites or targets for your browser that will take your players to your creation. Now, this is something that Epic Games pushed out, almost 3 or 4 months ago, but in my view, it's still sorely underused. A lot of people are kind of used to sharing their codes, leaving their codes, but with this, you can allow your players to immediately jump into your island, overcoming several elements of kind of having to have the code, go into the launcher, launch Fortnite, find your island, get into it. Instead, the link takes them there directly. That's a big deal and an important element. Why? Because it allows for better discoverability or better means of players reaching their target destination in a fewer steps with fewer effort or less effort on their behalf. That's incredibly important, and we can see this from a range of kind of inputs from things like even Steam, where the problem of finding, discovering and reaching games is growing year by year, despite the fact that there are more and more games, which is kind of a, let's say, a characteristic of a healthy environment, healthy ecosystem. The Fortnite Creative one has it too. But in this case, the fact that we can now get to the games that we're interested in much easier, faster manner means a big difference and will ultimately help the same ecosystem grow, because it will help you find players or find creators, and the creators will be able to find players easier. And even those small elements, small steps make a big difference ultimately, not just now but in the years to come, because they kind of enforce the whole setup and help it out. So check it out, shareable links, find out more about it and start using them on social media, wherever you're sharing your content and where you're sharing your creations, because it's really effective and really good. And as I say, in my view, not enough people are using them, because the codes thing was around since 2018, I think, or something like that, for years. But now it's time for move or change to something better, and this is most definitely a lot better. So find out how to use them if you're making maps, if you're making games in Fortnite Creative, and switch to shareable links, because they're, like I say, important and effective way to kind of help you broaden your scope in terms of players. And we all know that ultimately this means a lot of good stuff for you, including direct revenue. Again, shareable links, you can find it on Epic Games Fortnite kind of documentation, and it can help you get into their use and start applying them to your islands. That's it for this episode. It's pretty short, it's pretty focused on the Fortnite ecosystem, on Fortnite Creative ecosystem, but I think it's important, like I said several times. Thanks a lot for watching, thanks a lot for being here. If you'd like to support me, please check out my Patreon page, please check out my channel memberships, please check out my books on Amazon, including my best-selling book that can help you overcome wasting time, and other books are there as well. So check out all of those, and thanks for being here, especially thanks to my Patreon supporters. Please check out my Patreon supporters, and I would love to have you around for my new episode. So if you'd like to support me free of charge, simply subscribe to this channel, be here for my new tutorials and my new podcast episodes, and that would be amazing. That's it for me. My name is Ivica. Have a great day, have a great week, and I'll talk to you precisely 7 days from now. Until then, bye bye.